Bob Pompeani, Chris Mueller back with you at 412-575-2600. The Capitals, Chris, are in Vegas. Vegas is on the outside looking in. They need a win. Capitals, this is the game in hand. If they win it tonight, 2 points, no matter how they get those 2 points, they will jump ahead of the Penguins. You have concerns about that if the Penguins end up as a wild card team taking on Florida, or do you like that potential matchup better than the other two?
No, I do not like the Florida matchup. I saw some numbers today. They're on like an historic pace as far as what their record's going to be, their point total's going to be, what their offense has been, Florida's relative to the rest of the league averages. Like they're on pace for basically a top 5 team offensive season ever, I believe is the number. What have they won? 11 straight. They're like 21-2 in their last 23. No, thank you. I do not want a part of a team that looks like the 95 or so Detroit Red Wings before they met the Devils.
All right, we got a lot of people want to talk hockey and football. We'll start with Palmer in Bloomfield. Palmer, what's up?
Hello.
Hello, Palmer. You must be a golfer with that name.
No, it's called Fat Plumber, Bloomfield.
Okay.
Anyways, hey guys, is Jari hurt? Is he out for the playoffs?
He's hurt? Maybe. Today, Mike Sullivan was posed with that question. He didn't, he did not say one way or the other if he's going to be back, but he said he's confident in his backup goaltending. I got to believe, Chris, that he's not going to be ready for the playoffs. I don't know when, and he will be ready, but, they're going to have to make do with what they have right now.
I mean, we know this much. He apparently, according to a tweet, I think, from Dave Molinari today, covers the Penguins, was pushed across the ice on a chair so that he could get over to the team picture.
It brought back memories for me of Jung Ho Gung coming out for, remember when he was introduced at the playoff game?
In a wheelchair or whatever?
In a wheelchair. He was pushed out.
No, I'm pretty sure Tristan Jarry is not in a good place right now. Even if that was like an enormously precautionary measure, that is not a very good sign. So, yes, to answer what was it, the Fat Plumber he called himself in Bloomfield?
Fat Plumber, yeah. I thought it said Palmer.
Yeah. No, the Fat Plumber's question, yes, Jarry is hurt. That means bad things for the Penguins because their backup is Louis Domingue. How many games do you think Louis Domingue has played in the last 3 NHL seasons, Bob?
Not a lot. I don't know.
3.
3?
1, 2, 3, which is just 1 fewer made shot than Kevin Durant had tonight from the floor when he went 4 of 17.
Well, I'll
Sorry,
tell you what
I hijacked
about
the
Boston.
show with some NBA.
I watched that game, and honestly, Boston came into this playoff as the number 1 defensive team, which is a very important thing to do in the playoffs because most people think the NBA is not about defense. But, boy, did they clamp down on Kevin Durant specifically. I think it was Stan Van Gundy who was on the announcing as an analyst. He says he's never seen a team go after him the way they did tonight. So,
Steve Nash, by the way, what is he doing? I think I saw somebody describe him on Twitter as David Blatt with an NBA 75 patch on his jacket. That's pretty good. Because he didn't coach, and they stunk, and they're in big, big trouble, and I am in the extremely uncomfortable position of actually feeling like I want to see a Boston team win. Help. Send help.
And since we're on the topic of that, Devin Booker may be gone for 2 games. Pelicans won last night. Now they go. See, I got to believe that it doesn't matter. I really do. I think the better team is Phoenix, and I think they will find a way to win the next 2 in New Orleans, even though I was really all over the Pelicans last night.
I think if they even split in New Orleans the next 2 games, they're in very good shape. If that is, in fact, how long Booker is out, because once he comes back, I would expect them to close the show. But this is why you love having Chris Paul. This is why you love having depth and having a really good overall team concept out there.
Yep, Cam Johnson included. Let's go to Matt in Indiana. Joins us right now on the Bordas hotline. What's up, Matt?
I was wondering why Cole Tucker's still one of the Pirates teams. I think O'Neal Cruz should be up there playing, and I'd sooner see him in the outfield.
Yeah, but he's struggling down there. He has more strikeouts than hits. So, if you believe that he should be thrown up here like I did at the beginning of the season, maybe I was a little hesitant on that or a little ahead of my time. Cole Tucker should not be playing right field. How many did I see that Diego Castillo was there today, Chris? How many guys are they going to trot out to right field?
I don't know. I don't really like this idea that it's like Little League and everybody gets to try a position and see if you like it. Hoy Park was absolutely embarrassing out there. Cole Tucker should – I don't know. You've got to find a different spot to put him on the field, but right field is definitely not it. I mean, if we're going to talk about somebody that we would all like to see maybe not play anymore and get O'Neal Cruz up, wouldn't it be Kevin Newman, who very much looks like a guy that can't hit after a rookie season that suggested that he could? Like he's had one good year, followed by the COVID year, which was abysmal, and then last year, which was even worse offensively. I don't care if he's a ground ball vacuuming machine. I don't want to see Kevin Newman getting 4 plate appearances every night.
And he is the consummate. When he puts up big numbers in spring training, people react to it. He hit over 700, I think it was last year in spring training, and then he comes up and hits 70 or whatever he did. So I get that point. Let's go out to the North Hills. We have Sadie on the line. She wants to talk some football. What's up, Sadie?
No, it's JD.
JD, I'm 0 for 2 on my names. Where's the fat plumber again? I need to get him back to apologize.
That's okay, Bob. Don't worry about it. How are you and Chris doing tonight, guys?
We're good.
Good.
All right. First off, I want to talk a little bit about the Steelers and then get to my draft thing. Tonight we saw 2 Steelers at the AEW Wrestling Show at the Peterson Center. We saw Najee Harris and Pat Fryermuth there tonight, however, ringside, however, and they were waving the terrible towel. It was like a Steeler game there in the Peterson tonight when they came out.
What was the crowd, just out of curiosity?
I was supposed to go, but from what my friend told me, I'm guessing about 5,000 or 6,000 people were there tonight at the Peterson. It was rocking tonight. It really was loud tonight.
Is that why you called?
No, I don't want to talk about that, but I also want to talk about the Steelers real quick. I think if the Steelers are smart, however, they can wait till Friday to get a quarterback. I think next week, if the Steelers are smart looking at the draft, they got to go O-line right away. They have to.
I would not be disappointed with that. I would not be disappointed with D-line. We saw this thing today by Jeff Darlington. They got a lot of reaction that, the Steelers might claim immediately Baker Mayfield if he were released. I'm not buying that, Chris. I'm just not. I don't care what anyone says about whatever he is or isn't. I think they have what they have. If they draft somebody, fine. But I'm not bringing in another quarterback, especially him.
You know, Adam Crowley, when he wasn't, as the lead-in to this show on the fan side, when he wasn't talking about microwaving salmon in very cryptic terms on Twitter and then making me very uncomfortable about what kind of smells I was going to walk into in the building tonight, he was echoing my sentiments on Baker Mayfield. I just don't get it. And, like, Jeff Darlington's well-sourced. I mean, these people do not, I think, pull these things out of thin air the way, Bob, that some people accuse them of. I just cannot, for the life of me, come up with one thing that would make Mike Tomlin and Kevin Colbert want Baker Mayfield around. Quite literally, the only thing that actually makes even some sense is this idea that he was so hurt last year that it fundamentally altered what he was, and that if you get a healthy version of him, he's going to be really good. But show me a time when he was really good when healthy, where you didn't just cite most of his success as being a byproduct of having a great offense around him.
Right.
I don't have that citation.
No. And actually, they had everything around him. If ever he was going to succeed, it should have been with the best run game in the NFL and everything else that came with it. We got to go to a break. We'll come back. More calls on the way. It's 412-575-2600. Call us. Air your opinions right here on the Sports Call.